Welcome, everybody, to today's live webinar. We are going to be talking about discovering winning networking strategies in the digital media era. Our guest today is Latoya Jordan. She's the CEO of Thriving Daily Media, and let's bring her to the stage. All right. Hello there, Miss Latoya.
Hi, how is everyone?
Awesome, Miss Lady. Well, we are glad to have you with us today. My voice is a little raspy, so everybody forgive me for this. I refuse to cancel, reschedule this. This is too important. We are in an era now that everything is online, but Latoya has been very successful at networking during this transition that we are in right now. So, Latoya, just give us a little background and introduce yourself to us, to everybody.
Well, my name is Latoya Jordan. Most people that know me call me Toya. I am the founder of Thriving Daily Media, and the word thriving for me was given to me by God in 2020. In 2019, I asked him for a word, and the word was thrive, thriving, thrives. And I have since then just used that word in pretty much everything that I do. Um, so back last year, just a brief overview of how I got to where I'm sitting now full time. I was let go from my job. They were downsizing and getting rid of employees, things like that happen when the company is bought out. So I had always said, God, you're going to have to take me off my job because I am not quitting. Because people would tell me, hey, you need to just quit your job and do this full time. I was like, mm-mm. I said, God's going to have to pull me off himself. And guess what? He did that last April. And I said, okay, God, now you pulled me off. Now I need you to send me clients. I need this to work. I need you to guide me, order my footsteps, all of that. And so I've been doing entrepreneurship a full year. It'll be 2 years in April of 2025. So yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Wow, wow, what a testimony of faith at that. I
Yeah.
tell you. Yeah, so I love that attitude. He did it and he's sending you clients. Isn't
Yes.
that something,
Yes,
Latoya?
he is. He is.
I know. And part of that, as you know, is to get out in the community and connect with other people.
Mm-hmm.
So that is part of the networking strategy. So we're going to
Yes.
talk about a few things today. Let's start with the personal branding in the digital era.
Mm-hmm.
So as a visibility specialist, this is my question. What are the key elements that women solopreneurs should focus on to build a personal brand that stands out in the digital media space?
They should focus on their authenticity, consistency, and strategic storytelling. And with the authenticity part, that is just you being who God has called you to be, you not being this person because you saw them post this or you saw them do this and you want to mimic it. Like, just be yourself when you are
Mm,
online. Be yourself. Consistency. Consistency means showing up every day, even when you don't want to show up. You have to show up. It is days that I am like, oh man, Lord, I don't want to post, I don't want to share, or I don't want to go to this event, but I have to show up. And we have
that's
to show up for ourselves and for our businesses, especially to remain visible in this society because people, there's so many things in our face every day. So you want to make
mm,
sure you're memorable. Share your story. If
that's
you have an
good.
amazing story, testimony, share your story, share your journey, share the background, share why you are here and how you got there. So,
Yes.
yes.
Why you're here and how did you get here?
Mhm.
Because that part is so important to people who are new to entrepreneurship.
Mhm.
The story part is part of our branding. Who are
Yes.
you? What do you do? Who do you serve?
Mhm.
All of that's part of the personal branding. Very well.
Yes. And one more thing with the consistency, just make
Okay.
sure you're consistent across all your social media platforms.
Okay.
Make sure you're sharing pretty much the same thing.
Okay.
So people, when they go
Consistency.
to this, they see that, and it's not really all over the place. And that comes with growing and just researching and learning.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
It's a process.
It is.
So we have the personal branding, and then the
Mhm.
most important part of it is purposeful networking. People,
Yes.
give us some tips on that, woman.
Woo. So, purposeful networking. I last year I began to get burnout on networking.
Okay.
And I was just like, why am I getting burnt out? Well, the reason I was getting burnt out is because I was just showing up to this event because I got invited to it, or I was like, oh, yeah, I'll come. And it wasn't
Mm,
being meaningful to me. So you have to know what your specific goals are, who you can help, and how you can achieve them. So you want to also get connected on LinkedIn as well. I feel like that is a great networking platform. You want to get around like-minded individuals, people who share your interests, people who want what you have. Build an online community. Build a community that's face to face. Go to industry events that are in your niche, what you sell, what your service is. Look up those type of events. Join your chamber. Your chamber can be an amazing resource for you. And also partnerships. Partnerships and
yes.
collaborations
Yes.
are something to really look into as well.
Yes. I agree
Mhm.
with that. And that's exactly how we met.
Mhm. It is.
Partnerships and collaboration. And you never know where it'll take you in the opportunities too,
It is so
Latoya.
true. It is so
Yes,
true.
absolutely. And with all of this, the balancing of life while we're networking, what
Mhm.
would you say how we can, still take care of our exercising, our health, and everything while we're networking and staying visible in our business?
A calendar, a schedule.
Amen.
Oh
Eh,
my gosh. Yeah, I mean, be intentional about your networking and balancing your life. Put it, like I said, on a calendar. Don't say yes to everything. If you know you can't do it, or if you have this inkling like, maybe I shouldn't go, or if you have that feeling of like, I am going to this and I feel like I'm going to get something out of it, schedule networking activities. And but when I
mm,
say schedule networking activities, that can be you having a coffee chat with a new business owner, or maybe your friend group. Have a business idea session. I love those. I love
mm,
a good where we can just brain dump,
I
and
like
so
it.
many things come out of that. Set boundaries and prioritize yourself, and
Mm.
take care of yourself, mental, physical health, all of that. Always make time for you.
So it's about being organized,
Mhm,
and all of these are, all of them making sense with the consistency
mhm,
and deciding, okay, what is the value of me attending this 1 hour networking? Am I here to meet somebody? Am I here to learn, to, get education? Why
mhm.
am I coming here? And like you said earlier, just saying yes all the time will burn you out.
It sure will.
I did
Yeah.
it too. It was like go, 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 go. But then I thought about it. I was like, I'm not really getting anything out of this,
Mhm,
So I think that is very key. Um, so moving into in this digital age, creating confident content creation.
Yeah.
So women struggle with this, for real,
Mhm.
truly. So what kind of tips do you give us for that?
I have a lot of women who will come to me and they'll say, I don't see how you get on camera because I just don't think I can do it. And I'm like, yes, you can. You just have to show up for yourself. Don't be so hard on your appearance on the camera. It goes back to that word authenticity. Just be yourself. Focus on letting what you do shine through your content. You would be amazed at probably a video that you put up that you didn't really put a lot of time into. That's probably going to be one of your most viewed videos. And so you want to build trust. That's a way getting on camera, showing up, it builds trust with your audience and credibility. So you get to share your expertise and they get to see your personality too. So people will fall in love with your personality and how you make them feel. So just practice getting in the mirror. I also tell my clients get in the mirror if you have never been on screen or you don't know what to say, how to do it, get in the mirror and practice because you'll be looking back at yourself.
Oh, that's good. You gotta love the woman in the mirror. And
Yes.
I always say you gotta love the flaws too, because
Hmm.
um,
Yes.
that perfection thing does not work. It does not work. I remember when I first started Latoya in TV, and I remember the self-esteem stuff and all of that,
Mhm.
but I saw more of this, and it's a Christian talk show, so I had to understand and remember that it's not about me, it's about what
Yeah.
God has called me to do, and
Right.
the people that this ministry is going to reach and impact. So
Hmm.
you have to remember your purpose and your why, and fight through all of that superficial stuff.
It's so true. That
Yeah, it is. It's annoying, but you can do it, and I love it. Thank you for
yeah,
that.
yeah.
All right, visibility beyond your family and friends.
Wow.
Help us with that.
So most of us know family and friends are going to be the last of time to support your business or your brand. So you have to be able to throw out that fishing net. You know, don't just reach out to family, don't just reach out to friends. And that goes back to you going to networking events, um, calling maybe a new business has come into town and you want to introduce yourself to the owner and manager, invite them to coffee, lunch, and just let them know what you do and let them know you want to collaborate on some things. And also it helps you to optimize your online presence. So from your website to your LinkedIn profile. So you want to ensure that you're easily found also by your clients. So that's why I say being consistent across your social media channels is a big help. And you'll see when people go to your LinkedIn, then they go visit your Facebook and they're seeing things that are similar, um, then that gives credibility and lets them know that you have that expertise in your field. So do guest blogging, collaborating,
Hmm.
um, collaborate with influencers. You know, that a lot of influencers want to collaborate with businesses. So that's a good way to get seen and be more visible.
That's true. That's
Mhm.
very true.
Yeah.
And that brings us to leveraging media opportunities, like
Mhm.
doing online um,
Yes.
interviews and podcasts. What do you say about that? How can we do that?
You can do that in so many ways. A lot of people feel like they need to hire a publicist or hire a PR firm, but you can do that really on your own. It just takes some time and research. And what you can do is leverage in your media opportunities by online interviews, podcasts, blogging, magazine features, um, and that will boost your visibility, and that will also boost your confidence. When you see yourself being published and seeing your work, or seeing someone else that's interested in what you do and what you bring to the table, you're able to share that also with others and with your family and friends, so they can start to see, wow, my cousin, sister, or my friend, they're really doing amazing things. So I'm a big component. Don't turn down any positive media. Now, negative media, yeah, we're going to not do that. But if it's a positive way to get you seen,
Mhm.
and be prepared to share your story. Your story is one of your superpowers, you
Mm,
know.
that's good. It's
Mhm,
one of our superpowers.
mhm.
All right, we'll get to talking with how you can help us with these things too at the end, of course.
Okay.
All right. So, creating, and back to that word, a thriving personal brand, we need 3 action items for these women solopreneurs
Mhm.
that they can take today to start building a thriving personal brand with long-term success.
Okay, so the
Okay.
first one you can do, here are 3 key tips. Clearly define your niche and ideal client. So you want to define who you want to target, who you want to see your things. Be focused and be unique and different. Develop a strong, consistent visual identity and content strategy across all your digital platforms. That goes back to that word consistency. Um, Also, you want to continue to seek out opportunities to share your expertise, your credibility, whether it's through, like I said, guest blogging, podcast interviews, speaking engagements, workshops. Consistency and authenticity are going to be the key to building your personal brand. And like that's going to really resonate with people, is your that consistency and that authenticity. Those 2 words are like really important, I feel like, when it comes to branding.
Okay. I like what you keep saying. It's like, I think people forget that, even our fingertip is unique. Nobody ain't
Mhm.
fingertip. So your brand is unique from everybody, no matter how crowded all these designer purses, perfumes, it's never been so crowded. But people still launch them, right?
They sure do. They
Okay.
sure do.
So they understand that their uniqueness is
Mhm.
needed. So if you think of it that way, rather than, oh my God, Sherry is doing that. So I
Right.
mean, why am I doing that? You are unique. Authenticity,
Yes.
authentication. You are
Yes.
different. So that is why it's your personal brand. I
Mhm.
love that. I love that. All
Yes.
right, we almost at the end here, guys. Nonprofit visibility. For
Mm.
those now, what strategies do you recommend to increase visibility engagement through digital media for the nonprofits?
Now, for nonprofits, you
Yeah.
want to share stories. You know, people want to see that, you say you have a mental health nonprofit. Share, if someone's open to sharing their story, you want to share that story on your social media platforms. Share the impact that your organization is doing. You also want to get testimonials from different people. Collaborate with other nonprofits as well, and with influential people in your community, and businesses and nonprofits. Those can be some of the best collaborations, because you have something that the other one needs. I know here in East Texas, some of the nonprofits will collaborate with restaurants to do like a percentage off that night. You know, if you come in and say, I'm representing such and such nonprofit, and they get 20% off of their meal, and 20, and part of those proceeds will go back to that nonprofit. So those are some ways of collaborating with not with businesses for nonprofits. So
Hmm.
email marketing, you want to
Mm.
do email marketing, texts, send those out. These department stores and high-end stores that we sign up for send out 4 and 5 texts a day.
Yeah,
So, and emails. So we need to utilize email marketing and text marketing as well. And I
that is
mean,
true.
mhm, yeah.
Because a lot of times it's like that's one thing that I'm gonna ask the ladies in the group, if they want me to start sending them text reminders,
Yeah,
because everybody's not living on social
they're
media.
not.
Okay, y'all, just remember that they need a way to be reminded and email it and text of them all the best. And another thing, Latoya, I think
Mhm.
everybody needs to remember that um, if anything happens to Facebook, you do need a backup plan.
You
Uh,
definitely do.
okay, and
Oh,
we need to start collecting these email addresses.
man.
Do
Mhm.
you agree with that?
I do. I definitely agree with that because not only email addresses, but phone
Yeah,
numbers as well. So
yeah.
face-to-face connection. I was at an event or in
Hmm.
a workshop or something, and one of the things that was said is that usually the people who are going to invest in what you do, as they call old money, they're pretty much not online. They're gonna
Oh,
be
that's
at these events. They're gonna be the ones that you call and that you take to lunch, that you take to coffee. You basically are dating people when you're in a business, when you have a business or a nonprofit, especially a nonprofit. You are dating and building relationships and building
mm.
friendships with these people.
That's what
So,
I'm talking about.
yeah.
Not making it transactional.
Right. Yeah.
It's so cold. Oh, she just wants me for this money.
Yeah.
It's about the
Mhm.
I care about you. I want to know about you and your
Yeah.
family. That's
Yeah.
long term,
It
especially for a
is.
long term customer.
Yeah, it's like find out when their birthday is, find out what their favorite color is, their favorite drink, just little things. And you
Y-
can find that out by just having a conversation with them, just
Yes,
talking.
very good. Very. I like what you said. It's that old money. It's that old school. Um, yeah, it's sad to say.
Mhm.
Email and phone numbers are old school.
Yeah,
People, we still need to do them. So
yeah.
yeah. Now, building
Mhm.
confidence for virtual networking. What advice would you give solopreneurs who feel intimidated by virtual networking or reaching out to influential people in their industry?
I would say
Okay.
start small and focus on building that genuine connection, like we just talked about, building that relationship. Do your research, find out how long they've been doing whatever it is that you want to talk to them about. Um, have a clear purpose with your interaction. Don't just go in, wanting, especially if you're a nonprofit, don't just go in all the time asking for money. Because we know, nonprofits, they operate on donations and grants usually. So, and remember that everybody is navigating this digital world that we live in.
Yes.
And just keep being you, keep showing up, collaborate, um, not compete. So, you want to even find those nonprofits or those organizations that might be similar to what you're doing and see how you can collaborate on a grant.
Mm.
Just see how you can work together. Um, Also, believe in the value that you offer and that you bring to the table.
Oh,
Be
yeah.
confident that these connections that you're building and these relationships that you are building and nurturing, just be confident in them. And what you do, you have to nurture relationships.
That's
Sometimes
good.
I think that is a hard thing to do as an entrepreneur, and as a nonprofit leader. Is you have so many relationships that you have to nurture.
Mm. That is so good.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, if you in it for the long haul, you're gonna have to get out there and build those relationships. And just know
Yes.
that they are pretty much the rest of your life. These are people that's
Mhm.
gonna be in your circle. I like what you said,
Mhm.
especially on the part about doing a grant together.
Yeah.
That was a good
Yeah. I
idea
know here in East
right there.
Texas, I know some nonprofits
Yeah.
get together and they collaborate on grants, and even certain businesses, I think, can collaborate with
Mm,
you sometimes. So it's just one of those
okay.
things you have to research and find out the information that you need.
I love that. Okay. Now, as we close, dream big with thriving daily media. So your tagline says to dream big. So
Mhm.
how can your services help women solopreneurs turn their big dreams into a reality through purposeful networking and visibility strategies?
Well, I like for of course, we're gonna work on, your confidence, because a lot of women, like I said, we don't have that confidence to show up every day. Um, Networking, your visibility. I'll show you how to reach out to media on your own, or reach out to um, magazine magazines for features, help you with your media kit, and help you just to gain those tools. And also another thing that we do is travel content creating. So that is where I will go with you. Say you're speaking at an event, or you are hosting a workshop, or you're just going to a networking event and you need someone to come along and grab your content, take your pictures, do video, have you do certain things so we can create a reel. But having someone there to help you create, and then to really kind of help you step outside of your box. Usually, sometimes when people see you have a photographer, content creator with you, they're like, who is that? I wonder what they do. That's another way to be seen, because, people are always looking for different things. And by you really putting yourself out there, investing more into your content creation, that's going to help you and your confidence as a woman as well. I love working with women. I would love working with nonprofits as well, small business owners. Um, there's so much more that I do. And you can visit my website, thrivingdailymedia.com. And I would love to chat with you on how we can help you achieve your dream and help you with building your personal brand, just to let people know who you are.
I love it. You are very much needed, very much needed. And I know you know that by now out there this
Yes.
past year that it is like, it's like this as solopreneurs, we wearing 20,000 hats. And it's like, even in my group, like now, it's like, I know they're saying, good Lord, Sherry, I, won't you just do this for me? Which I will be doing next year. But because they're like, I don't have time for all of this
Yeah.
video reels and 30 days of content and scheduling my posts. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And they're like, I'm over it.
Yeah.
So you are needed, and I'm glad you dropped your website in here for everybody,
Mhm.
and I put it in the chat as well, and
Yeah.
it's appearing. So any final thoughts before we adjourn for this session today?
Just continue to show up for yourself, authenticity, consistency, and your storytelling. Those are some of the things to just start to work on. Like I said, get in the mirror, talk to yourself, make silly faces, make yourself laugh. Just do those type of exercises. And then when you get on that camera screen, I'm like another person when the camera's in front of me. I don't know. I'm really shy, but when the camera, or if I'm presenting or something, it's like a different person. So, you may have to give yourself a new name. I don't know.
Stop. Look. Oh, that's funny. That's
Yeah,
funny.
yeah. So, but yeah, just anything to make yourself feel good. I mean, if there's a particular item that you like to wear, put it on. Like my thing is blazers. I wear blazers a lot. So if you wear hats a lot, then people are going to know you by your hat, just different things like that. So,
Your
yeah.
yes, your signature look.
Yeah.
If you want to be Sasha Fierce,
Yeah.
go for it.
Yeah.
An alternative personality,
Yes.
switch it on
Do
and
what
go.
you do.
Do what you do.
Yeah.
Okay. That is so
Yeah.
true. You
No
got
one can be you. So, yeah.
this is such a blessing. I tell you, that was good stuff to close it right
It
there.
was. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Latoya, for coming on today to share your
Thank
expertise.
you. Thank you for
Yes.
having me. I
Uh,
enjoyed it.
I have too. I learned some things from you.
Oh,
And
good.
the ladies have your contact information. Of course, I'll slice and dice this video for you and give you a couple of clips out of it.
Okay.
Of
Thank
course, for
thank
your marketing, young lady.
thank you. Yes, thank you.
Absolutely. Well, look, you have a good night. I'm going to close
Alright.
this bad boy with my girls.
You too. Have a good one.
Bye, Latoya.
Bye.
All right, ladies, that was fantastic. Latoya Jordan dropped some seed on us there. Okay, there we go. All right, so everybody, check out Thriving Daily Media, especially if you need somebody to show up at your event to help you take your photos and capture your time, because she's gonna capture highlights and everything for you. Don't we all need somebody that can travel with us? I know I do. So make sure you take advantage of that. I'll be dropping our December weekly live schedule for December, and I'll be dropping you some more prompts for you to continue to practice and share what you're learning with your chat GPT, because I want you to master that. And of course, my service packages will be dropping at the end of the month when you can hire me to help you. So, other than that, ladies, I appreciate you joining today. Make sure you continue to invite women to our Women Rocking AI and Video private Facebook group. Other than that, look, until I see you next time, keep dreaming by faith and keep those creative sparks burning. All right. Bye, everybody.